Number 6, we've got a 2 or 3 step here algebra problem. Let's see. The first thing we need to do, well, our goal here is to figure out what x is. We've done these already. We want to figure out what the number x is to make this a true statement. So we've got negative 3x's, we got 2x's, and we need to get the x's all on the same side, so we could either subtract 2x or we could add 3x. Well, I think it's definitely easier to add 3x to both sides, so we're going to have to do plus 3x on both sides, which also, if we cross those off, we're going to have to get rid of this negative 6, so we're going to also have to do plus 6 to both sides, plus 6 to both sides. 6's will cancel off. You're going to get a math sentence here, and tell me what x has to equal. You have one more step after this. Number 7, we give you a story, and you need to draw a graph where you're graphing time and money. So we have time as your x-axis, and you have money as your y-axis. You have a person named Maria. She's shopping for school clothes. She starts with some money. She very quickly spent about a third of her money. So maybe think of this as like groups of 3. Here's a third, here's another third, and here's the rest of her money. So 3 sets of money. So maybe she's got $300. So there's 100, here's 100, here's 100. Very quickly, she's going to spend a third of it. And then over some more time, she's going to spend the rest of her money. So this first section is going to be a really steep line because she spends it quickly. It's got a steep negative slope. And then eventually means it's a smaller slope, which means instead of going really steep at the beginning, we're going to go a little more eventual, a little more gradual at how she's spending her money. Go ahead and finish that graph for me. Number 8, is this a function? Yes or no? Well, here's what we have. We have y equals 4x plus 1. You may already know if that's a function or not, but you can go to Desmos, and you can graph this. You can type this in. And remember, if you can draw vertical lines and only ever hit one spot, then it's a function. But if you ever hit more than one time on your line, then it is not a function. Okay, so think about your vertical lines on this shape, this picture here. Does it ever cross a vertical line more than once? If it does, it's not a function. Then you need to tell me, is it linear or nonlinear? And if it is linear, tell me the slope and tell me where it starts on the y-axis. What is the initial value? Okay, and those are actually given to you right here and right here. For number 9, we need to graph this. We start at our initial value is 5. So we're going to start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you're doing this problem, I did include a video in this assignment to show you how to draw on a PDF. So you might want to do that so you can draw on this as opposed to drawing your own crazy version on notebook paper or whatever you do. We have a slope here of negative, which means it's going down by 3, and then to the right by 4. So you're going to start here. You're going to go down 3, right 4, down 3, right 4, and you make that nice line for me. For number 10, I'm going to use this same graph. We have a slope of 2. M means slope. And our line goes through 1, 5. So let's go ahead. Let's go with blue here. I'm going to draw that point at 1 and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This blue dot is 1, 5. Our slope is 2, which means we go up 2 over 1, because that's 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. So what is our y-intercept? Well, it's right here. B is at 1, 2, 3. So if we know m is 2, b is 3, well, now we can use those, and we can say, well, y equals mx plus b. Write this equation, but instead of the letter b, there it is. Instead of the letter m, there it is.